spirits. Gay, straight, black, white, everything carries a spirit. But we're women now. So now I have to act like a woman. I have to go in there and put dresses and stuff on because that's the attribute of a woman. Put lipstick on and give me some lashes and do my eyelashes and my eyebrows and you know, wear bras and stuff like that because those are attributes of women. If we're women, we have to act like women. Now, women gotta grow beards now. The real women, y'all gotta grow beards. Y'all gotta go down there and hit the weights. Y'all gotta drop engines in cars. All of y'all. I ain't talking about the ones that went to school for it. All of y'all. Stuff just gonna come. Y'all gotta go out there and build houses from scratch. Y'all gotta go out there and lay highways down and lay train tracks and stuff down. Those are men jobs. So now it's flipped. So now I get to sit back and relax. Y'all get out there and work now. Now, if nobody don't see the stupidity in this, you just don't see it because you don't want to see it. What man, what real man in a right man gonna go for something like that? What real woman in her right man gonna go for something like that? Now, dude, this makes no sense. If you don't believe me, once again, go on TikTok and type her name in. I am she Messiah. I am she Messiah. You gonna be amazed at the stuff you say. I mean, not you say the stuff that she say. And then when somebody's trying to address the situation, she don't want nobody to say nothing about her. And then her cheerleaders call in and be like, "Well, you shouldn't say that. We all should work and we all should go in peace and be at peace. And it's okay to get it is fine to get understanding from somewhere, but at the same time, at the exact same time people say that, you can always rebuttal and say tell the truth, shame the devil. If you're working for God, you gotta shame the devil because he's showing a heck gonna shame you. But we want to sugarcoat things. You know, you get a couple of brothers and they don't disrespect her at all. They don't disrespect her. They're like, sister, you're wrong. Well, that's what you believe. It's not what I believe. God talked to me. He didn't talk to you. I don't go by the world. The yeah, lady, whatever. All right, it's freaking whatever. Man, look, whatever in the Bible, although the Bible is been translated in different languages, people then took this and that out the Bible, but don't you think by now somebody somewhere would have been like, hey, God did put woman first. Somebody would have said something from before Jesus, when the Bible was written, because the Bible was here way before Jesus. Nobody has nothing to say. Don't you think God would have came? God, but I ain't gonna say come down, but don't you think God would have showed somebody something by now? Don't you think so? I think so, and I'm quite sure y'all think so too. So don't be so quick to jump on people's bandwagons when they leading you to hell, man. Don't ever do that because it'll make people false prophets will make stuff sound so good that you don't even know you've been listening to this stuff for all these years. You actually doing it. Next thing you know, it's 10 years. You've been with this lady for 10 years or with this man for 10 years. These false prophets going by their rules. Because the thing of a false prophet is he will use God's name, but he, like I said earlier, he'll put his twist on it. He'll put his twist on it. Remember the example I gave you guys yesterday. Okay, bam, open the Bible, false prophet. Open the Bible. Hey, the Lord said no sex till you married. But if you do it, he'll understand. So what is the world coming to? Are we not human anymore? It's so that people don't even fear the Lord anymore. Oh man, look, God this, Jesus this, and yeah, Moses commandments and Jesus died on the cross and God did this and that. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's just sad. It's so sad how people can be easily persuaded to do things, but it's hard to do the right thing. But it's easy to do the bad thing, and that goes for anybody on this podcast. That goes for me too. Moral of the story is this, brothers and sisters. And by me looking at y'all, I can see myself, and I'm talking to me too. If I don't change my ways, and if y'all don't change y'all ways, we all going to the same place. All of us. I ain't no better than nobody. I never said I was a preacher. I never said I was a deacon, a prophet, a minister, a messiah. I never said I was none of that, and I never will because I know I'm not that. I can't take credit for something I don't do. All I can say is I'm a guy that got some sense about the Bible and the way things are supposed to be, and I know where I come from. That's it. I'm not here to win nobody over. I was never here to win nobody over. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, thank you. If something's that easy, it's wrong. Oh, well, pops, what's going on, man? How you doing, pops? Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, if something, nothing good is easy. It's not. It's not. I can just, in that case, I can just get up and say, y'all, I get on my Facebook tomorrow and create a whole new page. Say, Pico the Deliverer. Well, I was asleep and God came to me in a dream and said, Pico, you got to deliver my people. And He didn't come to me in that dream. And I'm working on building a community or a cult by saying God sent me. That's how much false hope people got because anybody can say God sent them and somebody's gonna believe it. Oh Jones, what's up, man? The topic is well, it's this lady on TikTok. She says she's the Messiah. Her name is I am she the Messiah, and she said God came to her, and everything in the Bible is reversed because the woman is the man and the man is the woman. God made Eve first and then put her to sleep and took her rib out and made us. Women was in charge for all these years until David and Goliath and they fought the giants and the giants took over and that's how men became in charge. And today I was watching her today and she said she said God broke it down to her and God told her this. Lady is a husband. That means we are husbands because they call us because remember we're ladies now. Women are the providers, which is us. We're not men anymore. We're women, and women are head of the household. That's what she said. That's the message God gave her. Thank you. She's a fake Messiah. She's a, wait, but see, this is crazy because she can't be the Messiah because according to the news, they found a Messiah over there, and he looked like he worked at a shoe carnival. So how many Messiahs is it? Pretty much, pretty much, man. Pretty much. She's the black Jim Jones. That's all it is, man. And if nobody's familiar with Jim Jones, Google him. They got movies out about him. They even have a documentary out about him. Jim Jones was a preacher. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it was California or New York. I'm not sure. Jim Jones was a preacher that didn't go by the rules over here. So he got his. He went to I think it was South Africa. He went to South Africa and he started his own cult. And he was saying the same thing. The Lord told him this and the Lord told him that. But at the end of the day, it was a bad story because he killed half of his congregation by drinking the Kool Aid because he said God sent him to do that. Oh, okay, February. Okay, okay. So that's pretty much the story of Jim Jones. All false prophets have a meaning to it, and the thing of a false prophet is to get more souls to Satan because remember it's all about souls. So by her going around saying this, and people believe her, they gonna tell somebody, then they gonna tell somebody, then they gonna tell somebody, and there you go. That's gonna be back and forth. Well, you can't tell me what to do. The Messiah said we above y'all. Wait, what do you mean by that? You know the rule God made. No, she said God talked to her, and God didn't make that rule. He put us above y'all, and y'all supposed to stay home and watch the women. I mean, watch the kids, and we go to work and we come home and give y'all a check. I wish it would. I wish. It's just be. I wish. I wish. If I was married, I wish I can stay home all day and play basketball, play the game. If I made my wife go out and she come home with a check, like, here go the money, babe. And I'm like, all right, see you later. Going shopping. Everybody, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, Slater. Everybody wants to be the Messiah because that's a pretty much if you tell people you're the Messiah, you pretty much gonna get your way. Remember, they said Elijah Muhammad was the Messiah. He did. Oh, the Messiah, the prophet Elijah Muhammad, and some of them did call him Messiah. He wasn't the Messiah neither. This isn't a stab at Muslims. I would never take a stab at the Muslims, but they had it wrong too. Don't nobody know who the Messiah is. Nobody knows until that day come when he manifests himself. Then you be like, hey, there you go. We don't know who he can be. He could be me. He could be y'all on my live because we don't know how God used people. But I will tell you, if God used you, you can't make up stories that don't make sense. You can't put twists on scripture. If I can remember half of the scriptures she we read and try to break down, and I told y'all, somebody gonna ring my doorbell, I'm gonna open up, it's gonna be the crazy house with a straight jacket. Cause she be saying some way out stuff. But please, please check her out for yourself. On TikTok, it's I am she the Messiah. Listen to the stuff she say. No, a lot of people, you know what? Why you listen to that stuff? It's stupid. Yeah, it don't make sense, but it's good to know what people be thinking. People actually out there want the truth, but if you hear this before you hear the real truth, you don't think that's the truth. People call in, they've been reading the Bible for years, but when she put a twist on it, they be like, well, you know what, you're right. How is that? And you've been reading the Bible for 30, 40 years. How is that? How is that? Can somebody please tell me how is that even possible? That's like me got called into the ministry. God laid his hand on me, and I'm a preacher at 16. And I get older and I get older. And next thing you know, I've been doing this for 50 something years, 40 something years. And God never came to me and told me nothing like that. And all out of the blue, he say, hey, or somebody come say, hey, you know what? God sent me to tell you, the stuff you teaching is wrong. He wants the roles to be reversed. I'm like, oh man, well, you know what? That's weird. But I've been doing this for 40 something years. He never told me that. Well, he told me. He told me to tell you. So out of all that time, brothers and sisters, it was okay with God to let me lead all these people to hell by teaching them false. Because he never told me that. True or false? Well, I ain't gonna tell Pico that I'm God, but I ain't gonna tell him because he ain't ready for the truth yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let him keep talking about the stuff I said back in the days. But in 2022, I'm gonna get uh this woman. I'm gonna put the anointing on her, and I'm gonna tell her 40 years later to go tell Pico that what I said back then, I didn't really say it. I said it, but I switched it over. God, you telling me you sent her, and so, but Pico, you led all these people astray, so you got to go to hell. But that's God. No disrespect. That's your fault. Why is it my fault, my son? Because you let me work for you for 30, 40 years. You never told me I was what I was saying was false. Oh, well, you got a point. Yeah, maybe I should have, but you still got to go to. See how stupid that sound, y'all? You see how stupid that sound? That's on him. It's on him. It's on God. It's on him. So we really need to. We have to study. We have to study the Bible for ourselves. I mean, you know what? Let's just take the Bible out of it for a minute. Just take the Bible out for a minute. If we, if me and Mr. McDavis, I'll use him as an example. Me and Mr. McDavis is going to be lawyers. And we taking the bar exam. And I've been studying for months. I don't know how long they study. And I know the answers. Bam, right here. I got them in my head. I know all the answers. I'm finna ace this boy. He didn't study much. Okay? He didn't study much. He knows some of the answers, but he don't know all of them like I do. I'm gonna get a straight 100. He gonna get like a 60. And I say, I know he finna cheat off my paper, but I'm gonna put another paper over. I finish my test. But all these papers gonna be wrong answers. Okay? And he whoop, I do all of it, bam, turn it in. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they call you or what. And they call me. I'm like, oh man, Mr. McDavid, you get the job, man. Did you get it? He like, no, I failed. I'm like, oh, for real? And he say, I'm gonna beat you up because you made me fail. How did I make you fail? Because I cheated off of you. Well, common sense should tell him he should have studied himself. That's what God said. That's what God meant when he say, study to show yourself approved. Don't take my word for it. Go find out for yourself. He should have studied for himself. Instead, he said, hey, I know Pico been studying. You don't know, I probably could be setting him up to fail anyway. I know he gonna cheat off my paper, but I'm gonna put this paper on top and all the answers are wrong. And so they say, well, Mr. McDavis, you didn't pass the bar exam. You gotta wait for 4 more years. What he gonna come to my house? Boom, boom, boom. Pico, come out here, sucker. Open the door, man. I cheated on you. I cheated on. I cheated with the test. I failed. I copied all the answers. You passed, but I didn't. Now we gotta fight. All I can say is, why did you copy off of me? And if he's a man, I'm just using him as an example. Of course, he's a man. If he's a man, he would say, you know what? Both of us got to study for this boy. I got to study for myself, just like Pete got to study for himself. Now, it'll be good if both of us pass the test because we buddies. Now we can do this for people. We can do that for people. But don't never take the vote on what the next man say. Don't. That's even if you're a sinner. You don't take nobody advice. Don't even do you. You got to study for yourself. You got to find out things for yourself. And that's pretty much how God wants us to go about studying things. He even said it himself. Hey, there's other books out there, but none of them is going to compete to this book. And it's good to go out and read the Quran, um, all the rest of those books they got. It's good to go out there and read it because let it be told, some parts of the Quran they took from the Bible. They just put faith twist on it. Goes to show you how powerful the Bible is. They put their twist on it. So if you can take stuff out of something like that to put your twist on it, that must be a pretty strong freaking book, man. It's got to be a strong book. It's got to be. If you're gonna believe in them, you're gonna believe in them. If not, don't fix your lips to say I'm a prophet. God chose me. I gotta do this by myself. I've been baptized. Y'all ain't been baptized. Come on, man. Baptized don't make nobody no sense. It's just somebody ducking your head underwater. There's things to that. Yeah, we gotta be born again. But people, you know how many times I got baptized when I was a kid? Because I was a kid, I was crazy. We just going in just hoping to get baptized again. That stuff's useless. Reading the Bible is useless if you don't understand it. What's the sense in getting baptized and you go to the club the same night you got baptized? That's stupid. Come on now, that's just stupid. Hmm. Jesus, 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 and they baptize Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Bam, y'all you saying, oh thank you God, thank you, and shout and praise the Lord and go out, go home, change my clothes, and go to the club and shake my booty. What you get baptized for? For what? I don't get it. But these are signs of false prophets because they can do what they want to do. Now she's going around here saying all the men are women, straight men at that. All of us as women, we got to do the things women do now. So hey man, it is what it is. But everybody got to get held accountable for their actions. That's me. That's you. That's the man across the street. That's people all around the world. All of us got to get held accountable. All of us, and we don't get away. I rather I'd rather read and find out knowledge for myself and spread the message than to read, find out knowledge for myself and say, God told me to do this and God picked me to be a Messiah because I read a little bit of the Bible and I think I got it right. That's one thing about Pico. Pico's not going to play with God because Pico's scared of God. Pico's scared of the attributes of God. Pico is scared of lightning and thunder. He ain't even got to make himself present. He make the thunder loud enough and the lightning bright enough. I'm in the basement. That's just how it go. So it's bad to fall in the hands of an angry God, people. It's bad because, well, like I told y'all before, once you cross that level, once you cross that line of blasphemy, you're done. Jesus can't even save you because you're blaspheming. You went too far. And when God turn his back on you, and you be like, God, I'm sorry, God. Jesus, can you talk to God? They ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. But that's gonna do it for today's show. I appreciate everybody for listening. And like I said, please, 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 please do not take my word for it. Go on TikTok and see for yourself. I once again, her name is I Am She Messiah. I Am She Messiah. It's all together. Go study for yourself. Then you will see what I see. Hey, cuz, you'll see what I see. And I'm not saying this to hurt nobody's feelings, but the truth has got to be the truth. Now I'm beginning to see, and I said this in my last podcast, why women was not allowed to teach in churches. I see that now because they will lead people astray. Not saying that men won't do it, but there's a certain twist that women can put on things. People will follow a woman before they follow a man. Believe me. Believe me. They will. I don't know why it's like that. It's just like that. So we just gotta be careful of the things we do. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys for participating with the show, the podcast, and as usual, I love when you guys give me feedback. Like I always say, we can learn from each other. I can learn from you. You can learn from me. But don't forget to go to YouTube, type in Pico the City Brown, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I got content coming on YouTube. If you don't catch it on Facebook, you can go to YouTube because I'm going to start deleting my Facebook stuff after 30 days. YouTube, it'll be up there. Also, feel free to join me to follow me on TikTok. I'm on TikTok now, Pico City. The guy with the Zorro hat. You'll see my picture pop up. Hit that follow button on TikTok because I'm start putting shorts and interviews up on TikTok. So you guys don't want to miss that. I won't be. I'm going to use different platforms. Those are going to be only TikTok things. So the only way you can see it is you go on TikTok. I haven't started yet, but it's coming soon. But feel free to hit that follow button before any content is even up there. So there's TikTok. There's this, of course, Facebook, and there's YouTube. Go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Go to TikTok, look up my name, hit that follow button. We already cool right here on Facebook, so that's good. And also, tell a friend. Tell a friend that there's a brother out here that's trying to tell people the right thing. I'm not telling nobody nothing wrong. I'm not. All I can do is my best to tell people the truth. But that's gonna do it. I love everybody. I hope everybody have a blessed day and enjoy the rest of your year. And like I always say, take care of yourself and each other, and always, 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 always keep God first. This is Pico signing off from One on One Talk, saying, see you guys another time. Um, don't know when, but keep your eye out on my page because I do get a lot. Well, not that much, but I get a lot of intel on stuff people want me to talk about. So keep an eye on my page. If I put it up there that day, that means I'm gonna do it at 6:30 that day. The only reason why it's 6:30 that night. I started off late today because I was taking care of some business. I got home a little late, but hey, back to the regular time. Be on the lookout for my page. It's gonna only be on Facebook. I won't put content on TikTok about what's going to happen to the show. If you want to keep up with the show, you got to follow me on Facebook. But that's it. I'm not trying to take up nobody else's time. I know people got things to do. People got to go to work. It's not that late, but it's late enough. So thank you guys once again, Jerome. Hats off to you, man, and Slater. You my buddy, man. I love you, man. And Dick Jones was looking for you. Jerome, Tony, Aisha, Tanisha. Who else was on here? Angelica. You know, as my buddy. My cousin right here, Rona. I love all you guys. And hey, look, tell a friend. Hey, check this guy out. Pretty good guy. I want to call it down the middle as much as I can. If I'm wrong, hey, you guys can always correct me. I'm not up here trying to boast and hey, this is my show. No, say feel free. If you want to, call in if you want. Call on the Facebook app. I'm always open for suggestions. I'm always open for topics, and I'm always open to discuss topics with people. That's the only way we as a black nation is going to be able to grow. We got to learn how to start talking to each other. So if I can do it, y'all can do it. But that's it. I'm out of here this time. Arrivederci, adios muchachos, and keep God first. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Pico 101 Talk signing off saying later Gators. See you YouTube.